Why did people wear such heavy makeup in 2016? At this point, you've probably already seen the trend of people using the 2016 makeup filter, where they're either expressing their nostalgia for this time period, or making fun of their past selves for going so overboard with their makeup to do really low-key activities. It's so strange to think that less than a decade ago, people were going full blast on their faces, and since then, trends have done a full 180 and the natural look is now in. Even if you're not into makeup, the societal influences behind both the 2016 look and modern-day natural makeup trends are pretty interesting. So let's break down this incredibly era-specific trend of makeup and the role that celebrities, YouTubers, and the overall rise of social media had on the origin of it. Here are some of what I found to be the top factors that led to this intense makeup trend of the mid-2010s. While technically the concept of the influencer first emerged in the late 2000s with YouTubers and bloggers, the role of the influencer was solidified in the 2010s, especially once sponsorships and ad-based revenue were introduced for these creators. During this time period, we specifically saw the rise of the makeup artist YouTuber. This genre opened up this new realm of knowledge around what was possible with makeup for the average person. But as more people tried to be beauty YouTubers themselves, this led to an oversaturation of makeup tutorials. Like any other trend on the internet, these content creators needed to make things that stood out, which meant being bolder with their makeup to make their videos stand out on the platform. We also need to consider the role that overconsumption played. In the 2010s, we saw the rise of hauls and makeup collection tours from these content creators, where they showed their insanely excessive stockpiles of makeup. This demand for excess in this genre made the influencer lifestyle unattainable to the average working class person, and therefore more exclusive and desirable, and also influenced the trend of owning and wearing a lot of makeup. Also, let's consider how a lot of these makeup trends were somewhat built around showing up on camera. During that time, people were obsessed with matte foundations and picture-perfect skin, and the only shine you'd have was from highlighter and glittery eyeshadow. People were layering on a lot of face makeup and doing techniques to get this sort of airbrushed finish. This heavy style of makeup looks really good on camera, especially if you're a YouTuber with a bunch of studio lights shining at you. And then also another major influence on the 2016 makeup trend was Kylie Jenner. In November of 2015, she launched her beauty business, Kylie Cosmetics. This has ended up being one of the most successful celebrity beauty brands of all time. Her products had a huge influence on mid-2010s makeup trends, especially with matte lipstick. Obviously, there are a ton of other factors that led to the intense makeup trends of 2016, but those were some of the bigger ones. Now, in the years since 2016, trends have done a total 180. Makeup trends are now more natural, minimalist, and subtle. A lot of people think that this is because the pandemic had a really major impact on people's beauty routines. People were staying inside more and often only did their hair and makeup when they were on something like a Zoom call. People also started focusing more on wellness. Swasti Sarna, who is the global director of data insights at Pinterest, has said that during the height of the pandemic, Pinterest had the highest searches ever for wellness, including topics like skincare and natural beauty. She also said that people were increasingly searching for minimalist beauty trends, in particular the clean girl aesthetic trend. The overall no makeup movement is gaining speed on social media, and a lot of people are seeing this trend as a positive, empowering movement. And in a lot of ways it is. But others argue that this trend is not as noble as it seems. A study from the University of Georgia suggests that the natural beauty movement isn't liberating women from cosmetics, and rather they found that cosmetic sales have actually increased alongside the rise of the no makeup movement. The study found that a key chunk of people partaking in the no makeup movement trend actually require multiple cosmetics in order to look so natural, and that many people are motivated to say they're not wearing makeup when they actually are. They concluded women are pressured to look attractive or maintain a set of beauty standards, while also being punished or ridiculed for putting effort into maintaining those standards by wearing makeup. So this leads to many women hiding the effort they put into their appearance. So I guess even though we have moved away from the heavy makeup trends of the mid-2010s, women and other people who wear makeup are still being held to the same extreme beauty standards. But now they just feel more pressure to hide it and make it look effortless.